So there's been a few announcements today to do with 24, 35 and 50mm prime lenses OWL series for the Canon RF. Let's have a look. Now we know Canon have already got out right there 50mm OWL series lens 1.2 and now they're going to release some more OWL series which are probably not going to be to the degree and level build of those, but they're still going to be great lenses, and I think they should be looked at prior to anything else which is released. So we've got the 35mm RF 1.2, which is supposed to be released, I do believe, this half of the year, which I'm sure will be an amazing lens, but I would have thought we're going to be touching the £3,000 mark. So with these lenses, the rumour is that they're going to be about £1,700 in English money, or €2,000, depending where you're from. Obviously, the specs, I'm sure they're going to be great. 9, 11, 13 aperture blades, or whatever it may be. But the thing is that should we wait until we get like the 35 1.2, should we get the 50mm 1.2? And again, comes down to money. If you're going to spend 1,700, are you gaining anything? These are going to be 1.4, not 1.2. You know, I don't think to pay for that level of bokeh, or, you know, as people talk about the separation of their subject, I wouldn't really bother. I think if I was in the market to get a street photography lens, an ideal one would be 35. And if that's all I was doing and it was as a hobby, I probably would just get the 1.4 because it'd be more than enough. I mean, when I was doing lots of weddings all the time a few years back, and I still do the odd one out here and there, and I was running around with like two 5D bodies, a Mark IV and a Mark III, and I shot all the time with a 35mm Sigma art lens and the Canon 135 OWL lens at the time, and I just run and gun with those two, and I was happy with that. 35 for pretty much anything close up, and I'd just run in and out, and the 135, you know, just so we get a bit of separation with subjects, and then also like big group shots, I'd move further away, and that suited me. But the 35, I absolutely love it. So I think the 35 1.4, which is coming out OWL, should be really good, and the 50 and the 24. And I think if they're all marked at the same, costing, which is £1,700, which I think is about right. I'm sure there'll be maybe some little bargains, like, you know, £100 or £200 off if you hand in some stuff, but definitely worth a look. I wouldn't jump straight to the 50mm 1.2, you know, talking like mega money there, and unless you are the niche photographer who just shoots with 50 and that's it, then yeah, go and break your piggy bank and make some good photos. But yeah, I think those three lenses, when they come out later on this year, they're going to be really good. And if you've got the money and you just want to stick to primes rather than going with just a zoom, just to cover those ranges and go for the f2.8, then definitely worth looking at. And we'll have a look at them closer in depth when they come out, and hopefully I'll get my hands on one. I'll see you soon.